I feel like this cannot be fixed.
What's
But
this?
what's going on with society? Like everything. Like the family structure is not like sacred no more. Like
Oh, that can't
how
be
many
fixed?
how many people
No,
I
do
think
you
it could be
honestly-
fixed.
Hold on.
no, I'm just saying like in the future. Like,
How many
Why can't it
people
be
do you
fixed in the
think wait
future?
to marriage?
you
to
don't
have
think it
sex?
can be fixed?
I
You
think
see
it can
what's-
be
you
fixed.
see
Everybody
what's
can fix
going
it
on?
tomorrow, but the odds of it aren't very good. I think
Yeah,
if
the
everybody
possibility's
wanted to,
always there.
yeah, if
Yeah.
somebody actually wanted to, because that's a relationship in
All
itself.
things are
Two
possible
people put a
through
lot of
God.
effort into something, and it gets better, but it doesn't work with one.
But what I'm saying is like the way society's like showing things to people and how everything's going, I can't see it getting better unless like it's just inbred in them, like you said, how your wife was like raised that way. But anyone who's like dealing with normal social media or media in general, and they don't have that inbred in them, I just don't see it. I
If
see
you're not-
AI girlfriends
Yeah.
coming up big.
I'll say this: if you're not,
What?
if you're not
Yeah, that's
into,
You
what
think
I'm
that
trying-
really?
yeah, if you're
Oh, I
not
do,
into
yeah.
content creation
no
or
sense.
using social media as a business, there's no
Hold
reason.
on, I
you
want
should
to talk
have
about
it.
that AI girlfriend thing real quick. I'm sorry.
We've gone deep in AI.
I've
girlfriends.
got
We
to
kinda
hear about
missed
that for just.
one.
I got to hear about that for a second, though. Seriously, why would you want an AI girlfriend? How could that possibly? The first reason you even want a girlfriend, right? To even talk to a female is physical touch or female physical
Oh,
pleasure
yep.
or touch.
About
You
to
don't just
go-
like,
get
hey,
going here.
there's a girl and she's not a boy. Maybe I should see what it's like talking to her. No, you don't care. You're like, oh, hey, what's that feeling? Oh, she's pretty. And you go find out,
No.
you know?
If they cloned your favorite porn star into an AI sex bot, would you buy one? And it was cheap.
Oh, a
Not
robot?
re- yeah, AI
the
sex.
AI is
We're
just
talking
like the
AI.
in
Oh,
sex
you're
bots.
talking about like
Yeah,
not
we're
a
talking
computer
AI
on a
sex
screen.
bots,
You're talking
yeah.
about like a robot.
We're talking something you can bring home, degrade,
Oh.
program, because
I was
well,
saying degrade. Why would you degrade
I thought
it?
you were talking about those little
You can
friends
only-
that they have on the screen of their phone, where you talk
No,
to them
I
and
mean,
they talk
those-
back to you and stuff.
so those.
That's
have been,
already bad enough.
Yeah, hold on.
That's
but
weird.
Yeah,
it is
that's
bad
awful.
I
enough.
don't get that.
Those have been around forever. The next level to this shit, dude, is
Is this-
taking taking the software
a flesh
and that
suit?
in the software in those chatbots, and then actually building a
suit
real,
for them?
basically human you can have sex, and then programming for them to interact with you like they're a real.
Wasn't there a
person.
movie like that?
Yeah, her.
Oh.
Where that,
I think
no, that
No,
one where the
hers
little
was
kid,
the one on the phone.
the
Hers
little
just
kid where
the
they bought the
chatbot?
little
Better
kid
than us.
because he.
Oh, you're talking about that scary one?
No, the little kid died, so they bought.
Get in the
they
mic
made
there.
a robot that
Reggie.
looked just
Oh,
like their
that's
son.
another different
Oh, really?
one.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one.
And there was robots everywhere. It was just a regular movie where robots were a kind of thing. There was a guy named Gigolo Joe, and he was literally a sex robot. That's what he did. That was just part of the thing.
It's coming. You
Yeah,
know?
I remember.
No,
I bet
it
you
is
in 20
for
years,
sure
at least
coming.
for sure in
For
20
sure
years,
coming.
they're gonna be here. And
Yeah.
I think a
society's
lot of
going
people would
in
go
this
that
shitter.
route because there's a lot of
I,
guys that can't get women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that sad?
Yeah.
And then think how many. Think,
Still,
think of the percentage of men now that die a virgin, and when these AI sex bots get introduced.
that's not right. I don't think any man
Hold
should
on.
die a virgin. Break out your wallet and pay for it.
Have
for
you
God's
smoked-
sakes.
Dude, hold on.
Have
so
you
you're saying
spoken
if
to
you
a-
have sex with that AI
Dude.
robot, you lose your virginity.
Man, the women that are coming on these podcasts, that's like their goal in life is to make sure that 90% of men die virgins. They can't.
What?
They fucking.
Hold on, Reggie,
oh
let
my
me
God!
ask
I
They
think women are
absolutely.
giving up more
Hold
than
on,
they ever
I
have
gotta-
these
No,
days.
no,
I
they
gotta go
hate
back.
men. They hate men. They love getting what they want.
Wait,
They
Phil,
love
That's
sex.
give me a second here. I gotta ask you. So you think if a guy who's a virgin has sex with an AI robot loses their virginity?
I mean,
No.
on some level, I guess
No,
if you've never
I
busted a
disagree.
nut.
No.
I disagree.
I
You
think
don't lose your virginity until you stick
Well,
you
virginity
know
is a
what,
word. What's the
until
word mean?
a real woman to
that
you.
you've
That you've had
sex?
intercourse with a real person, a real woman.
you're
Let me
probably
say that you've had intercourse with a real woman.
I don't even think it means that you've had an intercourse with a woman these days, right? It could be anyone. They just have it. I mean, losing your virginity is just having sex, right? It doesn't
Sure.
matter what it is with or who it is with. So
No.
if you are having sex with anything, wouldn't that be losing your virginity?
If your
No.
if your genitals interact with an inanimate object that's programmed, that's just fancy masturbation.
Yeah.
It's not sex.
I don't know, man. I think it's the way that you
Agreed.
feel when you bust a
I
nut.
agree with you.
When you use your
It's
hand,
all-
it's one
it-
feeling. When you get a girl, it's a completely
It's
different
whatever
feeling.
you
is it
have
not?
sex with. Yes, you are losing your virginity, but they have to be a real person. That's usually virginity. Whether it's a man, whether it's a guy, whether it's a man that's a girl or a girl that's a guy, you lose your virginity. Okay, but the point is that they're a real human being.
I guess. I mean,
I-
you know, it's
That'd
not
be
what
like
you-
saying, like, dude, they have those fucking
To each
balloons.
their own.
No, they have those inflatable dolls. They've had those for years. So if like someone like fucked an inflatable doll, would you say they lost their virginity?
Sure. I mean, their virginity is what? Just basically going through your first sexual act, right?
With
No,
another person.
Yeah, that's what I think.
With another person.
Man,
In general, losing your virginity always referred to the first time that you have intercourse.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But does it
With a
have
person.
to be with a live person?
No.
Or can
Yeah.
it be,
You know, in this
especially
world
with extreme tech?
today,
I know.
actually having a definition puts you at a deficit because then you can't just, spew diarrhea of the mouth and convince morons to do stupid shit all day.
I don't know.
I mean, real definitions actually provide limitations on things,
Exactly.
and it
Yep.
can't have that.
Exactly. Plus, I think if they could spit out a robot that could look just like you, and you cannot tell the difference between Doug and AI Doug,
That's what I'm saying.
and you have and somebody has sex with AI Doug for the first time, and they lose their virginity, I would give it to them. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Right?
I-
Can
I
you tell the
see that.
difference? No, you can't even tell the difference. The only reason you know is because you know you're you. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
at
when-
that
I
point,
still wouldn't
fuck
give
it.
it to them.
Well,
I saw that.
Come on, it's gonna get to that
And it
point
will,
where it's gonna
yeah.
be damn close.
But you still,
I mean, you can be safe, but how would you know? Like, you didn't even know it was that person. You know, if
Yeah.
you're like, it's kind of
Yeah,
in a small way.
I
It's
guarantee.
like virtual.
It could get
flying,
to that point where you
know,
just
I
don't even
guarantee
know.
ya,
Yeah.
The alternative is much closer than the dream world. This idea that there are going to be these sex bots that reflect the being of an actual person.